Hello, I'm Fast Lawyer. Today we're doing a Let's Play and early impressions for MechaLeague VR, a game that was released in early access on the Steam store December 12th, 2023. It is free to play. It is an online multiplayer game, however, you can play it solo, sort of. Not really, but sort of. Um, One of the big problems with this game is that I did not find anybody. So if we go to browse, you can see that there's nobody online, or if this is accurate. So you can host private games, you can join, host public, or you can host private, host public, join a private. But like I said, when you go to browse, I did not see anyone. You can see a join code, so it should be easy to play with friends. It does have a season pass. That was the only monetization I've seen, and it seems to be purely cosmetic. And let me go ahead and so you do have snap turning available. Okay, snap turn available, and then the locomotion is they call it. I think they try to say it's arm swing, but it's really not. It's like a low gravity jet propulsion with combination with I would call it, I guess, arm swing, partly arm swing, but not really. So basically, you're grabbing and propelling yourself forward. I wouldn't necessarily call that arm swing locomotion, but So you do have cosmetics. As you can see, your characters actually look pretty cute. And I did unlock this little reindeer hat, which I have currently on my character. You can unlock trails. I don't think there's different characters or colors available. That would be really cool if there were. But as you can see, it's pretty barren at the moment. Now, what MechaLeague is, besides an online multiplayer game, PvP, is it's like a collection of games. And I would say this is a family-friendly game. So, as far as I can tell, there were no like shooters or anything like that. But I only played the tutorial and then a round, and it's a round of 3 different games. Let's go ahead and start. Let me show you. So the only mode right now is quick match, and there's nobody online. So even though it said match found, I can guarantee you there's nobody online. So round 1 is a crisscross score rush. Collect the most orbs. So as you can see, we're by ourselves. And so the tricky part is to do this. So, like I said, you can pull yourself forward. There's also this little mechanic, which is, oh crap, I'm gonna fall down. But it doesn't matter since I'm playing by myself. You don't want to fall down. But I want to show some other mechanics. So one thing you can do is you can press trigger and then do this, and then boom. So basically you can, there's like a grappling hook mechanic that's also a combination of uh-oh, well, I fell down again. We're gonna win just because we're by ourselves. So as you can see, like I said, you can sort of play single player, but not really. I mean, there's not really a point to this solo. But obviously, you just get used to the locomotion, get used to moving around the circuit, the different maps. So it is very simple gameplay. This is cannon drop Sam's. Collect orbs and avoid falling. So it's very similar to the last one. I think here, though, the actual platforms are going to move around and start dropping. So it's a little bit different, a little variation on the collecting orbs scheme. Uh-oh. You definitely don't want to fall down. I don't know if in a real game there's a bigger consequence to falling. I don't know if you automatically lose if you fall. I don't think so. I think that just, makes it harder to collect the most amount of orbs if you're falling down. I like the graphics. So unlike a lot of online multiplayer games that have come out recently, this looks like a PC VR game. So, and by the way, the grappling hook has another function. It's also like a bow and arrow. So it's a grappling hook / bow and arrow, but I really don't see what we can use the bow and arrow for, since there's no other players. I really don't know the purpose of it, actually. I think it's maybe to grab orbs, maybe? I think that's really the only reason. You can shoot the orbs with your bow and arrow, but that might be strategic to do so, but I think you'd want to use it as a grappling hook most of the time, but I'm not really sure. Now, I think you can make a little bit of correction, but not a whole lot of correction up in the air. And there is supposed to be like a break. I don't know if you noticed that, but that's the break there. So there is a break if you press down on the face buttons. There's also supposed to be like a quick turn break, but that's not. And by the way, those crystals are your ammunition for your grappling hook. So, like I said, these are simple games, and this is very family friendly, and the visuals are nice. I don't know how much variety there is. I seem to notice 3 different games. Both times I played. We'll do another run, but I believe I've only seen the racing game, the collecting orbs, and then the collecting orbs, but with the falling platforms. And I really don't know if there's any variety to those 3 different level types. I think there's more than 3 maps, though. So there's some variety each time that you try, but I don't know how much variety there actually is. And I wish developers on their early access store page descriptions would be very clear on exactly what's included in the game in early access. You know, just being very transparent, I think, makes you look good as a developer. When you don't properly explain stuff, it makes people not want to play your game if you don't really properly explain what's included. Even if you're light on content, I think it's better to be honest on the store page description and accurately describe what your game has. That way people's expectations are in line with the game. And you're less likely to get a negative review if you do that. Just properly explain the game. Okay, so as you can see, I've already have a tier 2, which was pretty quickly. And we have another reward, which is a trail, I believe. Do we want to... Let's go ahead and let's equip that. I don't think that'll take very long to equip, so. So like I said, this is a nice family-friendly game. It's free to play, so you know it's easy to just have you and your friends. If you have friends online with VR, this might be something that you're interested in. But if you're just gonna play this solo, it's probably not worth it. Like I mostly play solo, so I don't think it's worth it for me personally. Okay. How do you wait? Why is it not equipping? Oh, there it is. It is equipped. Okay. So now I have bubbles. Okay. I don't know if I can notice it, but other players should be able to notice, since obviously since we're playing single player, we only see ourselves, so we can't really see ourselves. But if we were playing multiplayer, other players can see it, and we can see other players' costumes. Okay, let's go ahead and let's click start one more time. But like I said, I'm 100% sure nobody else is playing yet. There's only me. This game only released December 12th in early access, and it's kind of a shame that it seems like there really isn't anybody really playing it. So you do need friends online with VR if you want to play this game properly, and I think you'll get the most fun out of it that way. But like I said, it does have a nice visuals. You know, it's got a nice art style. And I think if you have, I think it is family friendly. So if you have kids, this is something you might be interested in playing with them. But as a VR veteran myself, I don't know that. There we go. So that's the reason to do it that way. And that's the way to get an orb without going all the way to get it. You don't even have to be that accurate, actually. Because I clearly missed, but I still got credit. And like I said, there is a break. The face buttons, whoop, like right here, I have to break. Or either quickly jump as well. And there's more ammunition here. But, you know, I don't know. I don't know that if is this enough? Oh. So the... Oh! I knew I should have hit the brakes a lot sooner. I knew I should have done it. Okay, here we can. Yeah, like I said, you don't have to be that accurate. Actually, you don't have to be accurate at all to get credit for it. And we're obviously going to win because we're the only person playing. So this might be it's hard for me as a reviewer to properly review a game when I'm not playing it the way it's intended. This is obviously an online multiplayer game. Playing it solo, not a whole lot of fun, but that's not really the intended way to play this. And it looks like we're getting different maps, and this is called Bomb Tag. I don't think I've played this. This might be a different game type. Let's see how different it is. I wish it was explained. I wish, one thing that's really wrong with this is that you should get a quick explanation of what the game is. I don't know what this game is right now. It says Bomb Tag. How do you play Bomb Tag? Oh, you know what? I already messed up. Oh, crap. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go this way, actually, because I want to use the grappling hook and then try it out. Whoa! Whoa! Okay, whoa, okay. Maybe don't, that's too fast. Whoa. Okay, so I mean, it is fun. The best thing I like about this game is the locomotion. But I wish there was an explanation on what you're supposed to do with this. What are you supposed to do with this bomb? Do you bomb other players? Is there a way to win this? Like, I honestly don't know what to do with this. I'm trying all the different buttons. By the way, these are the options. Basically, reset your height. You can choose move button from grip to A or X. You can do break turn. That's off by default. So I didn't turn it on. That's the turn. One hand jump or language. So I did play seated earlier. You can technically play seated, but I'm not sure you'll get ready for. Yeah, this must be, you must need other players and you must need to like give them the bomb or something. I don't know how you play this game. It wasn't explained. Race and track, race through the gate. So this looks like a different racing game, but again, it seems like there's only really four different game types from what we've seen in the 2 different rounds I played. And like I said, I don't really know how much more fun this would be with online multiplayer. I would imagine it would be a lot more fun and something I could possibly, more than likely, recommend as online multiplayer. But playing it single player, it isn't fun enough for me to recommend as a single player experience. But as a kid-friendly online multiplayer package, it might be interesting. It is free, and like I said, the only monetization I've seen are cosmetics, so I don't have an issue with that at all. So for me, this would be an easy recommend if you have online friends and you're looking for a family-friendly games, something that you can play with kids. So, and in that case, I could recommend MechaLeague VR to those people because it does seem interesting. It has nice visual style. It has simple gameplay, perfect for families with kids. But otherwise, you probably, if you're a hardened VR veteran, if you're used to hardcore games or games that are more challenging, this is probably not the game for you, even if you have online friends. So those are my early impressions for MechaLeague. Like I said, it seems like a nice game because a lot of these games are like either heavily monetized or there's some sort of catch. Like I said, I really like the locomotion method. I think it is fun to traverse the world. It's not gorilla tag. This is easier to move around with. It kind of feels like you have like booster rockets on your hand almost. So it is an easy locomotion method. It might take some getting used to. I could see some people getting nausea from just the pure speed of this. Obviously, I'm a VR veteran, so for me, it's nothing. So, but Some people might experience nausea with this movement style, but I would say, given the price, free, and the only monetization is cosmetics, I would say it's worth it to give it a shot if you're looking for an online game that's family friendly, with several different, PvP games. It doesn't seem like any of them are shooters, so I think this is perfect for families with kids. So I could recommend it for those people. But otherwise, I would say this is probably a pass for most other people. And it's just sad that the game is basically doesn't have a player base basically. So I think it's better than most free-to-play titles on the Steam store, honestly. But it's definitely not geared for someone like me, a VR veteran who mostly plays single player. I didn't have much fun playing this, but I could definitely see families that want a family friendly game and they want online PvP. This is something that's free, that isn't heavily monetized, that they can enjoy. So I recommend it for those people. Anyways, I'm Fast Lawyer. This has been my Let's Play early impressions for MechaLeague VR, and please support PC VR. This game should have more players. I guarantee if this game was on the Quest store, if this was on Quest standalone, this game would be doing very well. It would have hundreds of reviews and lots of people on it. But because it's on Steam VR, it's basically a desert, which is sad. I don't want to see that for Steam VR. I want it to be a place where people go to and have fun in VR. We need more players. So if you love PC VR, if you have a family, this is the perfect game for you. Anyways, I'm Fast Lawyer. Thanks for watching. Have a wonderful day. Goodbye.